Meanwhile, Conservative MP Tom Tugendhat, chairman of the British Foreign Affairs Committee and a former Afghanistan veteran, says in an interview with AFP that the scenario unfolding in Afghanistan is entirely predictable and that the withdrawal was a huge error.
The scenario we're seeing today is entirely predictable. What the withdrawal has meant is not just a withdrawal of 2,500 US troops or 750 Brits. It's been a withdrawal of the battle-winning capability that they supplied, the helicopters, the air power, and so on, which was maintained by US contractors and in many cases flown by US personnel. And that's what has changed. The reality is there was no need to leave. We didn't leave Germany in 1950. We haven't walked out of Korea. We've held the line in Japan. For many, many years, we have sustained peacekeeping operations in Cyprus and indeed in other parts around the world. There was no need to do this. Admittedly, it wasn't free, but 750 British troops is not a huge cost. And no British soldier had been killed in combat since 2013, and no American for a number of years too. This is a huge error. It's a major strategic error by the United States and indeed by her allies. And it has made us look untrustworthy and unreliable at a time when countries around the world are deciding whether to side with autocracies and democracies for the first time in many, many years. The country's becoming autocratic, leaving the democratic club, if you like. In 2001, the Taliban never occupied the whole of Afghanistan. Badakhshan was held by the Northern Alliance under Ahmad Shah Massoud, and there were areas of hope, there were areas of possibility. What we're now seeing is the reverse. We're seeing the fact that the 2021 may be the 20th anniversary of 9/11, but this time the anniversary will be celebrated, if you like, by the fact that the Afghan Taliban have finally taken over the whole of the country. There's no way back. The next thing that the countries like the United Kingdom and France and Germany and Spain, all those NATO countries that were involved in the conflict need to think about is what legitimacy are they going to give the Taliban regime? In what way are they going to include them in the international community? What sanctions, what conditions will they apply to them taking their place as a global state?